And welcome back. We're about 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour, and it's time for Web Wednesday. That's where we talk about the stories from our morning show that you're discussing and reading the most right here on our web channel at WTVY.com. Now, earlier this week, we asked our viewers for their best elf on the shelf pictures, and we received a ton of submissions showing these elves in wacky, funny, or just unique situations. And since we had such a great number of those pictures, we wanted to share even more of them with you this morning. Our first one comes from Rebecca McGinnis. She says their elf was taking the ornaments off the tree and running them on a zip line, all trying to get to Barbie in a nearby hot air balloon. That's a cute one. And this one comes from Lenore Skinner, who has two elves, Henry and Gabe. She says she caught them playing computer, watching TV, and playing the Skylanders video game all at the same time. They're great at multitasking, huh? And Kayla Strickland shared this Auburn-themed photo. She says Zippy made shirts for all of the other toys. And this Alabama-themed elf on the shelf picture was sent in by Amanda Franklin. All she says was this is how she found their elf one morning. And now on to Paul for more of Web Wednesday.
Yeah, must be in trouble taping himself to the wall like that. Very odd. Continuing this the Christmas theme, on Tuesday we shared pictures of novelty ornaments owned by our viewers and our followers, and we have a couple more to share with you this morning. The first one comes from Bruce Thompson. He says this one was a rare collectible made in 2001, shows a bear carrying a flag to remember the 9/11 attacks. He says they were pulling it off the shelf right as he got one. And Elizabeth Hughes is no doubt a Doctor Who fan, as she has an ornament of the TARDIS time ship from that series, which is disguised as a police booth. And now we go back to Demetria. Do you have any novelty ornaments? You
know, I used to have them, and then when I moved, they broke.
You gotta get like packing peanuts for those. Come on.
Hey,
that's why they make packing peanuts.
The person who moved me should have had that stuff. It's like
packing peanuts. That's all I'm saying.
But moving now to entertainment. This past weekend, thanks, man. Thanks. Oh, I thought you were picking it up for me. Sorry, guys. We'll be with you in 1 second. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Oh, no. Come on, guys. Moving now to entertainment, this past weekend, the first official soundtrack to the animated series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, it was released. It's available on iTunes and Google Play now, and a CD release is coming up a little bit later. But on Twitter, some of our Brony followers responded to the story. James Justice replied, quote, "I need to get it, and soon." Meanwhile, Buttons from Boston said that it's, quote, "already purchased here." And the story also received a number of retweets and favorites from followers all across the world. And Paul, I'm sure you're going to be first in line to get one of those.
Hey, why not? I need a new new soundtrack for my road trip. Last Thursday, we told you how Patrick Stewart, the actor best known for his roles in Star Trek: The Next Generation and the X-Men films, received a bus in his honor in New York City. On Facebook, we asked our friends what they thought his most memorable roles were. Katie Price mentioned 3 roles of his that she enjoys: Professor X in the X-Men movies, his guest role in a Frasier episode, and also his role in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Nanette Sconiers says she enjoys him the best when he's performing on stage. And finally, Joyce Dotson thinks his best role is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. Demetria, do you happen to have a favorite of his?
I like when he's on stage because I love theater. So I love when he's on stage.
Okay.
And the unofficial holiday of December 9th was National Pastry Day. And many of you told us your favorite pastries, but even more of you told us after the show. And we're going to share some of those responses with you this morning. Doug Turner enjoys hot homemade sticky buns. Allison Randall is a fan of the cream cheese Danish. And Wendell Bowman has 2 picks: jelly-filled donuts and apple fritters. So we want to thank all of you for sending us your feedback and all of the other stories that we mentioned. And Paul, how can our viewers and followers from anywhere in the world find out more about these stories from our show?
I'm sorry, what? I was thinking about food.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, here's how you can enjoy the morning show 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just go to our web channel, WTVY.com, under News. Click Morning Show. We have lots for you there. We'll share everything from local news to the interesting and unusual stories from around the world. We have entertainment news, web exclusives that you can't find anywhere else, like Morning Moments. You might have just seen one. Again, just go to WTVY.com, under News, click Morning Show. It's that easy. More news and weather ahead, but first, here's what's on the menu for schools that are open in the Wiregrass today.